Mm, 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 mm. Okay. Are you
We are
ready?
prepared.
Are
Wait,
you?
we're live.
Yes, we
We're
are
live,
live.
yeah.
Yeah, wow. We are live.
Oh wow.
We're alive.
Wow.
We're alive. We're living. We're still breathing somewhat.
Oh
Welcome.
no, we're alive.
Oh
Yes.
no.
Oh
Welcome.
no, we're alive.
Oh no. Mm-mm. But yeah, welcome to session 5. Double that, and you're gonna have to session 10. Maybe, or you're gonna perish. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Definitely not me, your DM. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh no, fated deaths.
Yes.
Let's go. Time to have a hell campaign.
Oh god.
Yes, Simalot.
Sadly, you're too meager yet to have a hell campaign. You need to,
Man.
you need to get that reputation going. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, like,
Me.
yeah. Ay. So, simple question for all of you, because everybody talked for half an hour before this even started. Yeah, are you ready? Are you ready, kids?
Are you ready, son?
Are you
Aye, Captain.
I'm ready enough.
ready now?
I am prepared.
Okay. Good. So, last we left off, you, my good people, were, well, still traveling to Cradle Rocks. Fought some elementals in the middle of the night. Got a bit burnt. But really, not much has happened for all of you. I guess the one notable thing besides the elementals that attacked you were the bandits that tried to get hired as bodyguards, which by sheer luck of Ares' just kind of innocence, you avoided that encounter entirely. Additionally, you met with a bunch of, well, two wagons that belong to merchants, where you bought statues, clothing, and all kinds of doohickeys. But besides the point, nothing really out of the ordinary happened for all of you. And last we left off, it was morning, 2 hours in to your, I guess, travels, as in the distance you saw a half cut down tree, a very tall, a very massive, probably a few 100 feet tall, looming in the distance, and you start to see the first signs of a city of trees, a city of Cradle Rocks. Now, I just have a simple question as you're making your way towards the city. As you don't really know how much time it will take for you to get. Do you remember where you need to go?
Yeah, we need to go to. Let's see here. Where is that? I wrote it down. Okay, scroll up. We need to go to Redlands Stables.
Good. Good to see somebody remembers. So, the road is massive, about 60 feet width. Plenty of roads before you start to see the distant tree. You see people walking either from the sides of the roads or towards Cradle Rocks or out of Cradle Rocks. How would you try to figure out where the stables are, seeing as you were just given direction, just go there to the city?
I mean, as we get closer, we could probably just ask some passerby for directions to Redlands.
Okay. please roll me an investigation check.
Let's go.
First roll of the day. Already.
Let's see, you're scrolling up just to check. Yep, that's a +6.
Ares is too busy looking around at all of the buildings and people to participate in this investigation.
14.
Well, there's really not much for terms of building because you don't even see the outskirts of the city yet, as it's still forest, but it's a lot more wider, and you see occasionally a building or two made of wood, some farmland, some tiny little stables with animals. Very basic, very simple, all things concerning. Only Lank rolled the investigation? Damn.
Oh yeah.
You can do it as
Okay.
well. Wait, can you ask people?
Yeah, I mean, you could, but I guess only
Yeah,
like...
yeah, he can imitate the blacksmith to ask for red lance.
Uh-huh. Anyway. Okay, a 14. Well, asking the passerbys to either intervene with the carriage or just you drive slowly past them, asking where you can find the red lat's table. The first 6 or 7 people doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Shrugging, shaking their head. The 8th person you ask, of a halfling, immediately points down the road you're heading and saying, yeah, just about an hour and a half down the road, you'll see to your left this massive stables with maybe 100 or so horses and like 30 carts. You'll know when you see them.
Appreciate it, thank you. And I'm gonna flip him a silver.
He gets the silver, looks at it, looks at you, lifts it a bit in appreciation, and walks by as if nothing ever happened.
Don't do it to a druid, yes.
Wait, was he a druid?
No, he looked... You don't really know, like, everybody, if you look at Oscar, everybody dresses similarly like him here. Different colors, mainly deep green. Nobody has, like, you didn't spot anyone who has, like, features like Ares. But, just kind of similar. You don't really know who or what. Who's who. So, anything you wish to do? Observe, talk, or interact? Because at the moment there's no city yet. You see a distant half tree.
Hey, Link.
Yeah.
What's a big city like?
Well, that's really a tough question to answer. There's a lot of people, usually a lot of shops. I mean, I've never really been to a big druid city, so I'm not sure if it's gonna be similar or completely different to the usual cities.
Yeah. What do you mean by a lot of people?
Well, you see, we've gone past a fair few amount of people currently, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, imagine like 10 times that amount of people on the street at all times.
Air's eyes open wide. Outside, not in their own homes or
Yeah,
their own farms.
usually. I mean, that's kind of the thing with city. People work there. They have a bunch of different chores to take care of in the city, shopping, well, getting to places. The city usually has a lot of things to offer, and that's why people gather up there. And since people gather up there becomes more things to do. So it's an infinite loop, really.
Okay. That seems so exciting. Can't wait to enter the city.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
How about you, Scree? This isn't the first time for you, right?
Scree just looks at you and just nods.
So, which city are you from, if I might ask?
You see Scree looking at Link and then looking outside. And then looking back, and then it's just like, not. They don't seem to want to answer that.
All right. Very well. Keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets.
Keep your sturdy secrets.
Exactly.
I'll find out eventually, bastard.
Okay. But making just quite wide opening of like the road is 60 and like you see like 200 or so feet of just nice farmland or just basically basically farmland for animals or just for the crops, as everything seems calmly. And you see this, how do I even describe this? It's basically looks like a giant stump. Like there's no branches, no nothing. It looks like a singular large tree stump that everybody it just took off the branches off. But going for about an hour towards it, you start to go slightly into an incline. It's no trouble for the horse or for neither of you. Just a more influx of people, as previously, like this morning, as you entered here, every minute or so we get one or two. Now it's like 6 or 7 people. The people transit in this place is kind of bigger, I guess. But then But then, as you go over the little small ledge, the little incline, and kind of level out, in front of you see a massive... You know what? Roll me everybody perception checks.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So, for Lank and Scree, for all of you, what you see as you go over this like slight elevation and levels out, you see what used to be probably a valley that spreads out for tens of miles as far as I can see, is just a singular city. Some sort of odd entity. As you see, everything has this natural greenish color. It looks like every single building has been made of tree, its bark or branches. And of course, in the center of this plains, there is this giant tree without any branches that you assume is maybe 6, 7, or 800 feet tall. Ares, on the other hand, investigating immediately, as you see, looking downwards, there are specific sections that split almost the city, as You see at front of you, at the beginning where you are, some buildings are made of stone, of wood, but as you go closer and closer towards the center of this miles upon miles of land, where you see hundreds upon thousands of spots like ants moving and doing whatever the fuck they're doing out there. You realize the more and more fur in, the more naturally the everything looks. It looks like it's been molded by trees into buildings, into roads. You see massive. It's like the tree has sprouted through the entire city and basically shaped itself to what it wanted or what the druids wanted. As you realize almost immediately, they're probably in the center of the tree. It's the center of the place for a reason, as everything around it for miles is basically part of it. And also, with that 23, you're looking to your left in the distance, maybe a mile or so away. You see a lot of horses, a lot of carts. You overheard the conversation that Link had. Maybe that's the place where you need to go.
Oh wow! Is that the city?
That it is.
So much larger than I thought it would be.
How large is it compared to where I'm from?
Maybe 10 to 15 times larger than Torva. And you can see everything from this vantage point. It's like this valley, as far as I can see. You look at the other side of the valley, you don't see the horizon, and the city is still going.
Yeah, this is a big ass city, alright.
Are those people? And there's like points at a small ant, like dots all around the city.
I mean, I would hope so at least.
How can there be so many people?
Fine. Like I said, the city gathers people and the people make the city bigger. This probably was used to be a smaller settlement, but then more people gathered up since it is placed at a crossroads and yeah, just grew.
We go exploring.
Yeah?
Yes. Right now?
I mean, we're not even in the city right now, right?
No, you're still. You assume the outskirts, as you were told, begins like half a mile in, and the actual city, by looking at these odd bark-like roads, begins maybe 3 miles in.
Well, let us just finish our job first, right? You know, leave the cart, and then we head in. Sound good?
That sounds good, yeah.
You can see just staring out the windows, looking around, taking in the scenery.
And there's windows.
He was just about to ask because, Scree, by the way, do you have anything specific you want to do in a city?
They look at you and they nod. Clearly they do need something, but they're not saying exactly what yet.
Again, fine then. Keep your secrets.
Keep your secrets.
Free and keeping secrets. That's gonna be recurring.
Ares, like, who's driving the cart right now? Is it Lenk or is it me?
Technically you.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that you didn't switch off yet.
And then as we call, Lenk, come here, come here.
Sure, yeah.
And he will whisper to you.
Okay.
I think Scree's a bit shy.
Again, the shy thing.
Yeah, shy little
Well,
thing.
yeah. Well, you know, that's why I'm doing my best to, you know, include him.
I think you're doing good. Keep it up.
This
You
is
bet.
Show him we're his friends.
Uh, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
She thumbs up. So he turns back to the cards. Forward again.
Mhm.
I love this so much.
uh,
Uh,
oh boy. But, I assume you try to find your way to the Redlands stables.
Yeah.
Another investigation, if you will, or perception.
Okay.
Oh, perception. Nice.
I'm gonna roll investigation then. You can
Then I
roll
roll
perception.
perception.
and I'll roll
There we go.
investigation. Let's see. That's even worse than perception, but you know what? I'm an investigatory person. 8!
22. It's fine.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Well, I guess, a man of your caliber, like you know exactly what to ask. You don't have any anxiety about it. Like, okay, we need to do this, and we're gonna do this, right? You're like very
Yeah, yeah.
um. It takes you good half an hour or so just kind of traversing. You see, there are a lot of stables, a lot of horses, a lot of carts. You kind of get this feeling, Link. If this place is of druids, and of course, if you believe of Ares that druids despise metal, it kind of makes sense that everything that has metal, and I guess more, uh, humanoid structures, like non-natural ones, it would be in the outside, outside of the city, or I guess in the outskirts of it. But asking around for Redlands, um, a handful of people would ask why you need to know. Why do you need Redlands stables for? And our question is for you. Would you answer?
Yeah, he would. He would probably just answer that. Yeah, no, we're tasked to deliver this car to him. Is there a problem?
So, takes you a few minutes just getting a handful of people, because there's a lot of people, like in from stable to stable, from ranch to ranch, from across the roads. Every minute or so, like 30 to 40 people pass by you, and there's like several carts also with horses or rams or other beasts of burden passing you by. So getting someone to just hold for a second and ask you, you get some information. You just need to go down the road and then take uh, take the road to the left when you see a red lance with, of course, the name, as there is like this sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Ash is constantly like waving hello to people around him, going like, "Hello, hello, good morning, hi there."
Oh no.
I imagine like is very like concentrated, seeing if anything is like is everything fine. Scree's like not giving a shit. Ares is like just jumping from one side of the cartoon or hello, hi, hey.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Link,
just,
Link
put
essentially
down.
has to hold one side of the reins just to make sure that Aris doesn't drop them completely.
But yeah, um, takes you takes you about 10 minutes, and you see, of course, the sign, which I assume you take the turn, and you go a bit north for about 5 minutes or so, passing a handful of stables with like a dozen of carts and quite a lot of horses. Some have rams, some have bears. uh, as their beasts of burden, which bears is kind of odd for all of you.
I mean,
Um,
that's kind of cool though.
it is, it is. Massive, not massive, but like giant black bears that are just, roaming in these
Uh,
fences that they could just tear down with their hand, kind of. But yeah, it takes you about
Nice.
10 minutes, and eventually you see just what seems to be a stable like any other, but has um, a red lance, like literally a lance that seems to be made of wood, painted red, as if um, a, a banner of sorts hanging from a archway made of wood. But of course, in common, elvish, dwarvish, goblin, written as the Red Lance stables. Um, and literally going inside, not going inside, just riding in, you count about 30 or so horses, maybe 8, 9 carts, uh, regular busy stables, as everybody else seems to be busy in the other stables as you pass by. Um, and the first person who notices you is basically by the massive stables where you see there's a lot of carts. You see this young human, maybe in his 20s, with a scythe, just uh, cutting the grass around and just starting to put it in the basket. Um,
Uh-oh.
hmm?
They have a picture. That means it's important.
Maybe, who knows?
Oh. Yeah, I was gonna ask, by the way, Raxus.
Mhm.
On the way here, have I noticed any thieves' cant symbols or anything?
You rolled an investigation, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
22.
22. Um, so passive perception for all of you. You read a lot of different names of stables and places where you could have gone, but of course you were looking for red lances, and you count like 7 or 8 of them. Very plain, basic, nothing catching your eye. Um, uh, but going by the bear one with the black bears, that was just called the Black Bear Ranch because it's pretty obvious. By one of the fences, there was a carving link that was just kind of well, just kind of going across, not off the beaten path. But as you read it, it read, "Beware the black bear with a scar."
Huh. Good to know. Good to know.
But yeah, the man is like in his 20s, just basically scything the grass, basically cleaning the stables around, putting the grass in the basket, and kind of sees you with the car approaching and kind of smiles. Ah, I believe that is my cart.
Hello.
Kind of looks at all of you, and I don't really recognize you. So, where are you from, and where did you get my cart?
Uh, well, we're from Tor. We were tasked by Matthew
Pause.
to deliver your cart back. Toss.
Yeah, first of all, wasn't it Taz?
Yeah.
Yeah, good that you catch me on my. Yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, we're from Taz. We were tasked by Matthew to deliver the cart back.
I see. Well, good for the old Matthew that he takes care of the commitments that he said that he will follow. Name's Tavel. I'm the owner, proprietor, and the sole benefactor of this fine establishment.
Nice to meet you. The name's Slank.
He kind of nods as he kind of uh, g- sends his hand for a handshake.
Yeah, he reaches down and takes his hand.
Oh, thank you for delivering the cart. I assume the payment was already given for you, because I am not giving any gold for my own carts and horses. Well, horse.
Yep, that'd be correct.
Good. Um, if you ever need any wagons, carts, maybe a carriage if you're feeling fancy, some good horses, or feed for some horses, do come stump by. I'll give you a good price for them.
Yeah, it might be something that we need to procure actually. Yeah.
Well, question
Uh,
is, how much money do you have?
I mean, the real question is how much do you want for a cart for 3 people and some horses, or a horse maybe?
He kind of eyes you for a bit, looks bad at the card
It
that you
would.
delivered, and kind of points. Would that fit you? Because if that would fit you, I'd give you it for less, since it's he kind of looks at the wheels that are kind of clamped with mud and just dust, and you see that it's quite weather worn.
Yeah.
This would be fine for you with a single horse, but if you're gonna have more people or carry more weight, you will need a second one. Not to mention
Yeah.
feed for the horse or
Oh,
horses.
of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, how much would it be? Because even if we don't have the money, we could always, you know, find a job.
He kind of chuckles at that, but says, well, I'm not currently hiring. I have enough stable hands as it is. Um, for this car with the horse, I would say 55 gold pieces. Um, Additionally, if you want one more horse, that would be 30.
That's kind of funny actually, because that's like almost exactly what Lake has. Hmm.
And of course, you need feed, but good things about these horses that they mainly feed on grass. They don't really
Yeah,
need
yeah.
much to maintain, but grass waste, and it needs quite a bit of quantity. Then looks at Ares for a bit, looks at its horns, kind of points at you. Uh, you're a druid by chance?
That I am.
Know how to make good berries?
Uh, he thinks for a bit, and then he nods and says, "Yes, I think I can do that."
It kind of looks at you, Lang. Well, that's one of the problems solved. A single good berry will feed a horse for a day. That's one of those tricks of the trade that you should learn about.
That sounds incredible, I have to say.
But nevertheless, 85 for the carriage with the horse and another horse on top of that, or 55 for, of course, just a horse. Or he kind of scowls for a bit. You can go around and see my competitors, see if they can offer anything better. But I tell you, they won't.
I wanna roll an insight.
Wrong on inside.
I almost rolled my physical die there. That wouldn't have worked. 8.
I mean, he sounds honest.
Confidence, confidence.
Yeah, he's being confident very
Well,
about his words. There's pride in him swelling in his chest.
well, we're probably gonna be staying here for a few days, so maybe we'll swing on by in a day or two.
Kind of
Oh,
bosom.
also,
Hmm?
we used one of the spare wheels during this journey.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Well, if you
of
want
course we're
another,
gonna pay for it.
if you want a additional spell, spare wheel, that's gonna be 4 gold pieces.
Sounds fair.
And then it's 89 gold pieces.
Yep. That is all of my gold. It's actually 4 silver more than what I have, but but yeah, we might be able to get a job or something here in town before. So
He kind
we'll
of like
probably be.
investigates the horse, seeing if he's in good health.
Oh
Kind of
yeah,
looks at the fur a bit, and then just continues. Are you like, what are you? Just
We're
merchants?
adventurers.
yeah, and about that, yeah, we had a run-in with some elementals on the way, and
I can see that.
yeah,
Blasted things,
uh,
but at least the horse is sturdy.
yeah,
Still alive.
at least Ares managed to pull it back from the brink.
Hmm.
He kind of gently smacks Ares on the back.
He flies away. He dies.
He dies. Oh no.
He
Well,
kind of.
He's like, I didn't kill him.
He seems to be tilting. The man seems to be tilting his head from left to right for a bit, as he hears Ares say that your adventures. Well, you can always try it in on a tavern for you adventuring type. That's usually where all of you gather. Going bits further into the krill, you will definitely find a handful of taverns, and uh, who knows what might you get offered for a job. Then again, most of these druid folks don't really offer gold or silver. They just offer. Uh, let me just quickly roll something.
Oh,
Who?
oh no.
He immediately shakes his head. Nah, forget about it.
I
Uh,
just a quick question. Since I know a bunch of druid trivia due to having really good rolls, do I have any idea how druid economy works?
I would say roll me a nature history check.
I
Oh,
find
let's
it funny
roll
that Luck is
history.
doing this and that Ares just doesn't just plain out say, hey, this is how it works.
14.
Is it history?
History, yeah.
Okay, so it is not very common um well, it depends from place to place, but druids usually don't deal with money. They usually deal with goods or services. And in this case, a horse or a mount is maybe something they could provide as a reward instead of gold. They're a lot more practical than, silver and coin.
Yeah, yeah. Well, do you have any... Also, do you have any idea if there's like a type of shop nearby that maybe deals with some more magical stuff?
He just
Is his screen lighting up and look at them, listening intently?
he kind of chuckles as I'm looking back at you, like, kid. This city holds over 500,000 souls.
Yeah,
Go,
but do
go,
you
go
know
search.
of a place?
I'm just own a stable. If you need somewhere where you can get some instruments for grazing and shepherding, sure I can help you with that. But magical items, he just shakes his head. Go to the center and start asking around. Definitely somebody will know.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. We were told. Were we told that we couldn't bring metal into the city, or?
Nope, you were not told anything about this.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably only certain areas, but we don't know that yet.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. I think we'll be seeing each other in a day or two then.
Uh-huh. Oh. all of a sudden, he whistles back for all of you as I assume you walk out.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess one thing you could do, but it's kind of suicidal. Go to the Black Bear Ranch if you want to get yourself a bear as one of the beasts. Uh, ask for Kel, a dwarven fella, a lycanthrope. Looks at Ares. Kind of like you, different. Uh,
Interesting.
He looks curiously at Ares when they hear the word lycanthrope. They weren't. Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
So you were a lycanthrope.
First, didn't you know?
Well, I had an inkling. I mean, you usually hear about that when it comes to druids, but I didn't want to assume.
They have horns, you know.
Yeah, so does tieflings.
I've heard about tieflings. Yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
Do they also have horns?
yeah, tails as well.
Tails.
Tails. Some even have wings, I have heard.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. So anyway, should we maybe try to find an inn before we get into the city? Well, get exploring, so to say.
I want to explore. Tell the truth first.
Well, it might be tough to find an inn in the dark of night.
Okay then.
And I mean,
It's
nothing is stopping you from remembering places we pass by until we find an inn.
Okay, then let's find an inn quickly.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
okay. So where are you heading? Just looking for an inn?
Ares asks literally the first person that we walk across. Do you know where an inn is?
Uh, well, I guess if you ask the first... Okay, everybody roll me investigation then, again.
Oof!
No.
Oh, damn!
Those are not good rolls.
So,
Forecast. Not
surprisingly enough, every single person you meet as you're kind of wandering around in the outskirts, because there's no like buildings or like something that would be like a town. It's more like literally fucking stables, ranches, and all the people you meet are literally farmhands. And you ask every single one of them, do they know where an inn is? And all of them just kind of shrug, not knowing how to answer you. All layers of ignorance.
Yeah. Maybe we ought to get closer to the city center before we start asking people.
Of course.
By the way, okay. Also, Ski's looking at Lankin and sends well, a message.
Voice message.
I know.
Do not forget, we have to find the Avant Inn also.
He... Wait.
I have to my
wait.
notes. Avant.
Yeah. That... Yeah, oh yeah.
We were told that.
Wait. Yeah, I was told that, but were you there for that?
Yes,
Oh,
I was there. It's in my notes. I only write down notes if it's actually related to what I have, what Scree sees
okay, good.
or
Because
hears.
then Lenk looks over at Scree and kind of focuses for a second and tries to speak mentally, and I'm going to roll 1d6 because that's how many hours we're gonna be mentally connected now. 3 hours. uh, well, yeah, that's not here though. It's outside of the city. But yeah, we are gonna have to ask around for directions and such. Because on the map I couldn't see any roads leading there.
Tree knots.
But yeah, literally, you wander around from stable, not from stable to stable, but just on the road trying to figure out where to go. Like for an inn, nobody has an answer for you.
Yeah. Seems like we're going to the city center.
There are no inns. We can
Nah,
actually
there's
Okay.
definitely inns in the city.
Roll me a d10 as you're heading into the actual city, not on the outskirts, not in the fucking place, but into the actual city. Cause
All of us or just one?
one of you.
Link, you have the honor.
Oh god.
It's
Thanks for currently leading.
yeah.
That's 10.
Oh boy.
Oh
This is
boy,
either
that's the
really
bad boy.
good or really bad.
Give me a second. Give me a second. This is.
I hope this is a 10 out of 10 inn.
Oh, okay. Give me a second. I need to find something real quick. Ah, you know what? You know what? This will just fit nicely. Give me a second.
God.
So, so the road that you're going is one of dirt, and literally dirt. A lot of passerbys, carts moving in and out as you're walking towards one of the larger pathways into Cradle of Rocks. And then in front of you, you saw this area from a distance, but then you see the dirt road kind of becomes like a bunch of roots sprouting towards you. Like as you walk closer to it, it's more rooty. And then you see just bark and manifesting on the road. Not manifesting, but like on the road, just bark, tree bark that is just encompassing the entire road. And you see people walking from and to this other section of the city, like nothing is happening, like nobody's stopping or anything.
Harris is stopping and he like crouch down and touches and feels the bark.
It feels like it's one of a living tree. If you try to pull on it, there's this, force of resistance. This bark is not like old bark that was placed here. No, this is still living and alive.
Link, scream! This bark, it's living.
But, yeah, d- d- so is it just a piece of bark, or is it...
No, it's you see this like 60 feet wide bark in front of you, right? That goes
Yeah.
for what you assume are miles forward. The road changes from dirt to bark.
Ah,
Yes.
I mean, I thought that... I always thought that all plants live. So, is that weird?
Not if you cut it down.
I'm sorry?
Not if you cut it down.
Is it cut
Like-
down?
Like the buildings on the outside.
Huh.
But this tree is living. This bark is alive.
Bark
Isn't
is
that
life.
amazing?
Also,
Magic is weird.
as soon as you say isn't life amazing, you just hear something below you, like 4 feet, with this grumbling deep voice. Indeed it is, child.
Tree's like. So, do we all hear that?
Yes, you all hear this vibration under the bark.
What the fuck?
That
Uh,
actually alerts Screes, like, huh?
As all of a sudden, you see, like it's there's no buildings yet. You see buildings maybe like 400 feet in front of you, but all of a sudden to the side of this road, you see what seems to be a small tree manifesting from the ground, and then all of a sudden a massive hand of wood sprouts out and just pulls its head out of the earth. As you see, give me a second. As you see this 8 to 9 foot tall tree and just emerge from the side, staring at all of you, but looking at Ares specifically.
Ooh. Tree is alerted, but since we're in the middle city, they're not, drawing weapons yet. They're just very on guard.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Are you a treant?
He nods. Indeed I am, child. Indeed I am.
He like half runs up to the tree. Hello, my name is Ares.
I was about to say, if I was gonna hug them, I was gonna say, I'm gonna have Scream Whisper trigger.
I get just walk up to it and admire it up close.
Tree hears in his head, is that tree talking to us right now?
The tree looks at you, Ares, and says, I hail you, Ares. My name is Turi.
How is it spelled?
Give me a second.
I swear, if I know how it's spelled, I'm gonna laugh. Oh, no, it wasn't. I thought it was spelled like this.
What do you mean?
As you see this
The tree's name is Turi.
yeah. As you see, its left hand is fully like giant and basically the size of most of your chest cavities, while the other one seems to be still manifesting into something. It seems to be not like glaring at you, but more like inspecting you, idling, but full of attention and life.
You see, Scree is not gonna make any sort of movements at the moment.
Meg is just staring at this with furrowed brows, thinking, "What the fuck?"
Okay, and like this
Magic
is the
bullshit.
Lincoln Screen. This is the best part. You see a lot of people, like 80 people, pass by like it's nothing. Like like
just another Tuesday.
Literally not a single glare, not a look. Nobody seems to be alerted that there's now just a tree and.
Ares stares up in wide-eyed wonder and asks, "Is this you? This amazing tree? Structures everywhere?"
No, that is Palam, the great tree of the rocks. It kind of points at that giant branchless tree. From its roots, the entire city grows, and me and many others are its guardians.
Amazing. How old are you?
He looks at you a bit, scratches its face a bit with its still trying to manifest right hand. About 800 moons old.
Did you say 800 moons?
800, yeah.
Oh, wow, you're much older than me. I'm think 200 or 250, something between those.
And then kind of looks at all of you, the three of you. You seem lost. You seem confused. Is there any way I can assist you?
Well, would you happen to know a good inn for adventurers to stay?
It scratches its face again, this time with its left hand, as trying to remind itself of something. It looks back at you, Link. The Whispering Bird, as it kind of points towards the center. Somewhere along this road, there is a small garden on the front of the building with all manner sorts of birds and creatures of flight. That is the inn you seek. I do not know what is inside of that inn, for we do not travel inside. The outside is our element.
Right. Thank you very much. Is there anything we maybe should think about in the city that is different from other cities?
It looks paused for a second, looking at all of you. This city belongs to nature. If there's a passage, you can enter it unless forbidden by some other force.
Okay.
Vague as fuck, I know.
I'm not sure what I expected from a tree, but hey, it's something at least. Ryan, would you happen to know if there is a magic shop nearby?
Like,
It feels weird to say a magic shop, but
It
yeah.
It scratches its face again. Indeed, I do know.
Where might it be?
Everywhere, for this place is magical itself.
Yeah, that's really that's fair. That's fair.
I must retire, or I am needed elsewhere. Goodbye. As all of a sudden, it just
Thank you,
jams its fist into the ground next to the bark, and all of a sudden, the entire figure just kind of melts. And a few seconds later, there's just only this stump of his arm that also goes into the earth and disappears entirely.
Can I say something just before this appears? It says, hope to talk to you again sometime. Before it's completely
Yeah.
separated.
There's no response, but you know, that's what it is. Yeah. So you had a counter on the tree and in the middle of the street, and nobody seems to give a shit.
Druids are weird, man. Interesting weird, not bad weird.
Thank you, Scree. I think this place is amazing.
Yeah, it's unique.
Wow, something I want to explore. Let's go find that inn. Quickly. Hurry up. And then he
Yeah.
rushes forward.
So
like,
what are you looking
walking
for?
fast. They're
Any
looking for
whispering bird.
the garden with a lot of birds along the road.
Like, what's the name? I want to hear it though.
The Whispering Bird.
Oh, dude, I fucking love when people remember what I say.
I mean, I write down everything that I deem important.
Listen, I'm just saying, so many people don't. I'm so happy. But yeah.
Yeah.
You're told somewhere out there, towards this road, there is an inn. So, please roll me a d10, one of you, and an investigation check from all of you. If anybody wants to,
I'll roll the d10. I'll roll the d10.
yeah.
Not really.
If anybody wants to roll with advantage,
Stealing it. 9!
Should I roll with advantage for the investigation or?
What did you want to say, Eractus?
No, I'm saying if you want to roll investigation with advantage, one of you gotta help. So basically,
I help you then with my perception.
Pretty
Yeah.
selfish.
be selfish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I help Link.
16.
Oh. So, a good, interesting thing happens. So, going about 10 minutes or so, you're now surrounded by no longer just grass, but buildings that are maybe 2 or 3 stories tall. And you immediately realize, like, that these are fucking odd houses. As you realize they are not built of, symmetrical wood or stone put by some, measurement of mathematics and architecture. These look like roots, greenish, brownish roots that have sprouted from the ground and basically folded into a replica of a house. There's not a single structure that you see that is not this. You see doors open that are basically just roots made of roots. Like, I don't even know how to explain this properly, but just nothing here is artificial. Even with the basic building component, everything is living, as Ares would say. But as for the 9, oh my god, I gotta go for a second. Fuck.
Oh no, it begins.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay, roll me a perception check, because it's gonna be fun.
All of us or?
Yeah.
Perception.
Okay, I think so.
I think when it says it like that, it's all of us. Otherwise, he would say it specific
Yep.
person.
Yeah, no, this is correct. I made his wisdom low in just because, yeah, he's not gonna be very perceptive, and I haven't rolled above a 10 on perception, I think.
Your eyes are blind.
You know that? At this moment,
We own it.
yeah, but this moment, Araxis is like, whack! Whack.
Whack, 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 whack.
Whack, not whack. But okay.
Yeah.
Time to
I think it's more
misbehave.
perceptive to details than to the general picture.
Pretty much.
It's no use!
Uh,
It's a living city. Very amazing.
It's at least not a moving city. That would have been weird.
A movie city.
Yes, you can have a moving city if it's on top of a giant creature, or in this case, a living tree that might be moving.
If you
Or the
giant
classic floating
tree
city. Or the classic floating cities.
on top of a continental dragon.
Yeah, like you have those cities. And
Yeah.
they're fun to talk about.
And destroy.
Oh dear!
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to all of the shenanigans that will happen in this town.
yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait until we all get arrested for whatever reason.
Carrying too much metal into the palace.
Yeah, this is where we buy full plate just for the sake of it and just stroll on up.
Roll.
I wonder if Ares has seen full plate yet. Because that would be a shock for him.
Yeah, he's just like, damn, that person is metal.
Person is metal, like the most cursed thing in the universe.
Actually, he would probably hate Warforged then, right?
Warforged don't really exist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought Lecter was a Warforged.
Yeah, he's the exception, not the rule.
Okay, okay.
Warforged don't exist on principle. He was just made. Yeah, I think he must have came from a different dimension or something.
Huh.
Don't
I
really
thought
know
he was
his
made by
story.
the Platinum Seas.
Something like that. I'm not absolutely sure. Just know that Warforged isn't really a thing that you can normally play as.
Yeah.
Commentary, nice.
We have to entertain.
Yeah, it's going to say we have to entertain.
So,
guys,
guys,
and other people. Hello.
Yeah.
you know what I
Okay.
say? This stream is sponsored by.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh no. Not this.
I mean, if Erasmus could get sponsored, that would be good. But
Yeah,
that's the future. It's far away, I think.
yeah.
Mhm.
Impossible. Oh, did you hear something?
Yeah, you know what it's time for? Karaoke.
Wasted!
Exactly.
Tuvakin. Transferan.
Naloxin lås farin, vadain, vågo, maferakastval, akvinor och
face.
falgran,
With your face, I'm gonna kick your ass. I'm just seeing as I go.
Tvahin, noga mundra, ne 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 ne.
Ha! He! Ho! Ha! He! Like you're singing in the background.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm background vocalist. The worst one. Don't pay me.
Mhm.
So yeah, what are your hopes and dreams?
Death.
It's sweet mercy of the unlife.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still gotta.
Like this city is made of timber. Of tinder, I mean.
Well, I don't think Ares is safe to be here then, because one wrong move and wildfire.
Amazing. Amazing.
Amazing! I accidentally set the whole tree on fire.
I believe the tree is in some way magical. So it might
I mean,
be
yeah, it's
hard.
probably.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just making a
And-
joke.
Yeah. And I think there's like a few people with ability to remove
Control
fire
the
here.
weather.
Yes, when I control the weather. Like this is the place where all of the 20th level, all of the most powerful 20th level druids are.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't need to have a weather forecast. They have a weather maker. I wonder what the forest of Iron and forest of Mithril is, or where they are. Should probably ask that for Merit. Because I don't see it on the map. Maybe the Alarian Forest itself is the forest of Mithril.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. But yeah, I can pay for the cart, just so you guys know. I actually can because I have 88 gold.
We have some money, but
I'm back.
Let's see if you can buy a
I
griffin.
am back. Fuck me.
Jesus Christ, buying a griffin?
A
Buy a
griffin?
griffin egg.
A
Ooh.
griffin egg, okay.
Okay.
Bold
And who's going
statement.
to take care of it, huh?
Your mama.
Did I just witness like a whole conversation of like what you should get as a mount?
Nah, we only started talking about that the last minute.
Ah,
Okay.
so perception, Aries, look at that. So
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see.
I can't.
and
I
screen as
believe I
well.
can see.
So
Yay.
basically what happens as you're walking and you know wide streets, a lot of people, and of course just a lot of trees, like a lot of trees, but they're weird and almost unnatural. They're like how do I say this? They're like lampposts. They're like very unnaturally bent with odd angles that are like from 8-9 feet to up to 30. Like I don't even know how to describe it. Almost like possessed. Oh my god, I'm getting called again.
Oh no.
Give me a second.
Well,
Bye-bye.
Anyway, guys, it's been a fun hour, but I think the session is over. Bye.
I can do anything.
even DM. Okay. Oh, that actually glitches a tree for a moment. Don't do that.
What do you mean glitch? It just removes me.
Oh.
Because you're all hyper.
Hey.
Anyhow, how about I DM the session? Don't have any notes. I don't know what I'm doing. So, Aries,
Yeah?
you suddenly notice that there is a little sprout growing in the ground. What do you do?
A sprout.
Yeah, no, he's the DM now.
I cast Cure Wounds. I cast Plant Growth.
You can cast
I
plant growth.
attack it.
As you,
I heal it
as-
for almost anything damage. So
as
it's
you-
temporary hit point.
okay. As the plant starts growing into a full-fledged tree, Lenk, you decide to attack it during the growth. As you
Yeah.
try to attack it, you get stuck in a branch. You get pulled up all the way.
Whee!
And I have a further view of the city at the same time,
Ah,
while
that's
hanging from a
beautiful.
branch.
I made like a watchtower, like a tree elevator.
Tree elevator, if you will.
elevator.
Yes, and since this is taking place in the Ubisoft universe, it's now counts as a radio tower. You now have the full map of the city.
Yeah, I know where all the shops are now. Let's go.
And you have that like ding sound effect as you like get the 360 view of the city.
Yeah. But you up to a branch.
Oh yeah, I have that from Legend of Zelda.
Mhm.
My voice cracked. Are you dripping a few liquid stone into the tablet? Yeah, I can't wait to explore the city. It will be fun, and I will get lost, and you have to find me. Yeah, but Lenk, are you looking for anything specific in magical stuff?
No, just a just a shop because he has some clearly magical items that he wants appraised.
Magical.
So does Scree, and Scree also wants it for another thing, and you guys already knows what Scree really needs.
Hell
I'm
yeah!
gonna tell a
because
quick
you
little
keep
story,
talking
20
about
seconds. My little bird wants a new PC. He fucking said his YouTube doesn't work, and now I was dragged by my father. Just like, is YouTube not working for him? And he's fucking lying. What a piece of shit.
it. Oof.
Anyway, so
Wasted.
fucking down my fucking head. This is
Condolences.
yeah, condolences. Give me a second.
Condolences, schmodolences.
Jesus Christ, it's like last week. Swear to God. So, but yeah, a lot of bent trees and odd angles, kind of possessed looking even. And you know, they have branches with leaves, with fruit, and about 20 minutes after basically meeting with a tree and basically walking down, Ares in front of you, and Scree as well, about 30 feet, you see one of the branches, maybe 40 feet in front of you as you kind of make your way through the streets, just lowers itself closer and closer as you get closer to it, and it has a bunch of apples on its branch.
Can I,
And
let's walk up.
yeah, as you walk up, it's literally about 4 to 5 feet from the ground.
Huh, even I can reach it.
Yeah, it's as if intentionally being courteous to you.
Eris asks the tree, "May I take one?"
There's no response, but the fruit is still next to you, and you see there are these quite big, like the size of your fist length, green apples that are basically in pristine condition by all means that you can observe.
He will take an apple.
That's one big apple.
Well, if Aries takes one, she's like, free apple.
Yeah. Link, what
You
about
want
you?
one, Link?
I'm good, thank you.
Well,
Yeah.
moments pass after you take apples, and then the branch just kind of swings back upwards about 15 or so feet.
Eris waves at the tree. Thank you very much.
So he's like, oh, do we thank the tree? Not to the branch.
2-finger salute the branch.
Two fingers salute them.
And then we eat the apple.
You will eat the apple. The apple is slightly bitter, but mostly sweet, and it is delicious.
Screw will also eat the apple.
Yeah. But, besides that, it takes you a good, additional 5 minutes, and then you see one of the buildings that are basically, you know, everybody has their little garden, patches of grass, like, you know, it's very foresty, right? If you didn't have any information before, it looks like just overgrown with roots and moss everywhere. But then you see, about 5 minutes in, just like this small garden of small 4 to 5 foot trees and several wooden bowls that are basically grown from the ground with water, and there's like a lot of birds, like different color, different species. Some are natural and that you all seen, from doves to ravens to small tits to bigger woodpeckers to something more exotic and that you haven't seen before.
Well, this stream just got demonetized.
No.
Do you not know the bird by the name of the teeth? Come on.
Yeah, I know. It's a joke.
I know. Anyway,
Tits everywhere. Well, this seems to be a place, I think. Let's head inside.
okay. Give me a second. So, as you walk inside, there is. So, one odd thing that you notice as you walk in. Oh my god, give me a second. Fuck.
Yeah, like I said, you jinxed everything.
Alice did nothing wrong.
No, Ares did nothing wrong. You did something wrong.
Oscar does nothing wrong.
Oscar does everything wrong.
So, this is Scree when they got the apple.
Dinner.
Read in quotes.
Yeah,
Read
yeah.
the qu-
Also, tits is spelled with one T.
Ah. I know that.
It's very titillating.
That's a big differentiator. A lot hangs on that difference. I like how everything in this town is so friendly. It must be our amazing personalities that is the cause.
Scree's actually kind of on the alert because like nature could sense that I have bad intention. Nature can sense that I have bad intention. Nature could sense that I have bad intention. But at the same time, it's like,
Apple.
Sometimes,
to be fair, it's not, I don't think. I mean, at the same time, you can also think that the reason this Scree's that's what she does. Ganku, nature, being a warlock. That they don't know how nature will respond to that. So far, it seems neutral. It's like, but still, alert.
we're going to the Birdies, so maybe you'll enjoy it there.
Mhm.
Free bats. My racist joke wasn't appreciated.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
You know what I say?
Do you remember the dancing bears, Igor?
Don't know what the reference is, but just a hilarious line.
Yeah.
Igor, isn't that from the Notre Dame? I don't know. No,
Oh.
No, it's Quasimodo.
Quasimodo.
I think this time is the final.
It's Quasimodo. Isn't it called Igor Quasimodo?
Welcome back.
I am
But
back.
for a time.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This is what you want to say. You want to tell your family.
Fuck. I wish. Aye. But yeah. So. God, I've just been running. So. Fuck. Kitty. Fuck. Okay. So.
I have time.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So as you walk into the Whispering Bird, you realize that it feels odd as you touch the door and everything. Walk on the floor as everything is root, like it's like uncovered root, and it's kind of odd texture as it's all squeezed together and whatnot. But as you enter the Whispering Bird, you see that there is no fire. There is... Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna fucking murder someone.
Bye.
Oh boy, I wanna fucking murder someone. I'm not gonna
I
fucking...
got a can of whoop ass in here somewhere.
Actually, this button is for what he needs.
I swear to fucking Christ, I'm going to murder you.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And I was like,
Ah, what a piece of shit.
Where does that come from?
Boy.
that's YouTube poop stuff.
Okay.
I also have this one.
Hard. Fun
Yeah.
is tough, my dude.
But... yeah, it's basically dark, except for a few glowing pebbles seemingly stuck to the walls. a lot of birds on. Oh, yes. What would you assume is the foundations, or I guess the pillars at the above you, like 8, 9 foot above you? A lot of creatures, and the place is extremely quiet. As you see, there are tables, there are chairs that only the chairs seemingly are made of wood, as in not stuck to the ground by roots. And you see there's behind a counter. It's maybe 40 by 50 feet of space, and it's entirely empty.
Hello, is anybody home? Yes. She walks up to the counter.
Well, on a counter there is a small pigeon. That seems to be just pacing back and forth.
Can Ares like very carefully reach out to try to pet it?
You pet the pigeon. It doesn't seem to be against it, and yeah.
Yeah, Ares smiles and pets and waits.
Yeah.
I look closely at the pigeon.
Yes,
That's a bird, right?
it stares at you.
I tilt my head a bit, trying to seem like I want to figure out something. Like, is the pigeon... I would like to investigate the pigeon.
Um, for anything particular?
More like, more particular. If they seem more aware than normal pigeons.
Well, roll me investigation. Let's see how much you figure stuff out. Let's see how much stuff you can figure out.
Woo!
How much is that? Give me a second.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
Dirty 20.
Dirty, yes. Basically, what you realize is this is a very unusual pigeon, as seemingly he has no sensation of fear, seeing that you're very close to him. And you notice that he's incredibly friendly, just kind of eyes you. You immediately realize something scream. This pigeon is most likely a druid shapeshift as a pigeon. Seeing as your previous encounters with a shapeshifter by the name of Ares, looks can be very deceiving. You do not eat the bird.
Okay, so I know it's a druid. Then I just clear my throat. Hello.
The
That's what Scree says.
yeah, the pigeon seems to be at attention.
And Scree's again trying to think of the words. We would like a room. With three different voices to sentence mix that.
Okay. All of a sudden, the pigeon takes flight, flies back behind the counter, and a few moments after, you see the pigeon becomes huge for a second before a sudden steamy smoke emerges from him. As the smoke or the steam fades away, seconds after, give me a second. Where is it? There you go. You see this dwarf dressed in all green with a backpack and holding a cane with a bunch of dried mushrooms and fish.
Oh my god, he looks great.
A room, you say?
Oh,
I see, I see. Very travelers, are ya?
that
Maybe not, and then pretty much beckons Lank to come closer.
Yeah. So, have any room with 3 beds or some such?
He kind of chuckles. He looks up above you and kind of raises his staff a bit. You see, that is the room. Usually you sleep here, smaller, and a bit feathery, as saving space and all. But if you wish, the floor is just fine to sleep. It doesn't get cold. It's pretty warm. As he kind of points at the just the floor of this inn.
I guess immediately going to try to lie down upon it.
Just immediately fucking flops. Mind you, it's about noon. It's like about midday. It's not even like that.
Yeah.
Late. Yeah. As you will plop down and you feel the roots are slightly warm. They're not like rough or anything. Kind of smooth. And they're not soft. But it's better than, stone or even probably normal wood to just sleep on. So maybe if you have a bedroll, that'd be even better.
I gotta say, this is the most comfortable floor I've ever been on.
Well, thank you. I keep it free of bird shit for a reason.
So, and he pushes himself off the floor, gets back up. How would we pay for our stay?
It's free.
Oh. That's okay.
I mean, if
He
you,
seems very pleased with that.
I mean, what you're gonna give me? Gold, silver, platinum?
Yeah, no, that's why I asked.
No. This floor is as much as mine as he kind of points at a random bird above, as his or hers or his. The floor is the forest. The floor is the city. The floor is the forest of the city.
At least the floor's not lava.
Ares has had a time to think that, all right, he has pet a person, and then he looks a bit embarrassed, and then Ares will look around at all the other birds to see if they investigate if they also druids or not.
I'm gonna say you don't even need to roll. Well, you see some are not like majority of them are like small birds, mainly doves or woodpeckers. Different colorations, not natural to nature. Most of them are asleep. You'll see maybe 3/4 of it, while the rest are either idling against the wood or against the foundations, or looking at this conversation that transpires beneath them. You can assume all of them are druids by what the dwarf said.
Oh wow.
So he kind of looks at you, Link. Um, what you want? Besides the rooms, looks at Scree.
Well, we were planning on just finding an inn before we went to explore the rest of the city, since this is the first time that Harry's
Oh,
been in one.
first comers. Love to see it. Mind you, this place is big on the surface, but it's tenfold as big as below it.
Wait, you mean to tell us that there's some sort of undercity?
The majority of the city is the undercity, lad. It goes for miles deep. Then again, for the first timers, I suggest you stay on the surface side. Maybe go to a druidic study or two. Learn a cantrip or two if you're really eager to learn. But besides that, if you don't know where you're going, I avoid the depths. They're not dangerous, but if you get lost, most people assume you're a druid and can get your way out. So, if you're not a druid, pack a few weeks worth of supplies, just in case.
Huh. Right. Huh. Okay, thank you for the warning.
He kinda nods. Scratches his beard.
What's your name?
What is my name? Well, I'll tell you my name if you tell me yours. Looks at you, Ares.
I'm Ares.
Interesting. Interesting. An odd one, but not unusual. Well, my name is simple. Almost too simple. It's Tick. You know, like those little buggers that get into your skin.
Interesting.
Well, my name's Blank. And, this is, he gestures towards Scree to introduce themselves.
Okay. So wait. Lang, did you introduce yourself?
Yeah, he introduced himself, and then he gestured for Scree to introduce themselves.
Scree just introduced themselves in their usual way. Scree!
He nods.
No last name, just Scree.
And nods, acknowledges. So yes, welcome to the Whispering Bird. And welcome to Cradle Rocks, first timers.
Thank you. Do you have any places that you might suggest us checking out as first timers?
Ooh, well, it depends what you're looking for. To the north, there is immediate access to sea, about a few hours of walking. There, the majority of Outlander markets and ports made of living wood are present. More to the east, of course, there is the center, the great tree of Sharam. Of course, beyond it, there is the Colosseum of Amber, and oh, well, a lot of different things. I shall not speak of the depths, since I see none of you are really experienced to delve there.
Yeah. Okay, so he said the ocean, the Colosseum of Amber. What was the name of the tree?
Give me a second.
And that's the central tree, right?
Yeah,
That's Fallon, right? The giant tree.
Yeah.
Shut up.
As all of a sudden, out of the beard, the dwarf just pulls out a small, like, pipe that is maybe 3 inches and just kind of lights it up with his thumb and just starts smoking it.
Oh, and would you happen to know if there's a magic shop around here? I have a
Oh,
few magic items that I'd like to have appraised.
appraisal costs money. Unless you find a good
Yeah.
friend to appraise it for you. But that's just beside the point. Question. Metal, wood, stone. Because, of course, differ from material to material.
Metal.
Metal. He kind of scratches his beard. Really don't know any shops nearby that really deal with metal unless you pay them quite well. If you go to the north, to the stone ports, or the living wood ports, you can find the marketplaces of the empire that we're part of, and somebody would help you appraise these items cheap, I assume.
Yeah, that would be appreciated. That would be for the best. We're thinking about maybe buying a cart for our continued journey. So
Ooh,
saving as much money as possible would be preferred.
cart. Why you need a cart? Are you merchants? No,
Well,
you're a bit too young for a merchant.
you know, we're adventurers by trade.
He kind of scratches his beard. Um, I assume you were brought here by chance, or somebody led you here?
A job took us here, but it's on the way to. We're after staying here for a few days. We're planning on heading south towards Avant first.
I assume that's why you needed the cart, and I assume a beast of burden. Unless, looks at Ares, you got yourself already a beast of burden. I only jest. Anyway, I assume you're looking for carts in the city, or you are one of those that prefer it being built out of cut down wood and nails of iron stitched together by cloths of woven linen and wool.
Can we find living cart carriages?
He nods. Aye, you just need to look.
Thank you. I need to get that one.
Oh, how much would it be for a living carriage?
Well, a living carriage is easy. Those go for 10 gold pieces.
10.
Yeah. Usually, I know the reason why it goes for 10 is because from the port you can get a few barrels of alcohol or wine quite cheaply. And believe me, oh, there's so many people who are willing to just give you a whole cart for a giant cask of ale.
Oh yeah, because trade.
He
There is,
nods.
we're getting a living carriage.
He stops you immediately. Aye, true, but remember, you gotta find a mount fit for the carriage as well. You can't just get any beast, because if the beast does not know the wood, it will be spooked.
Do you have a suggestion for a type of beast then?
Oh, give me a second.
Bye.
No.
This is exciting.
Yeah. Time to do some bartering. We're just trading up. We're starting with just buying a small mug, and then we trade it for a chest, and then we trade a chest for a casket.
Yeah,
We're
very excited
very-
first.
And in the end, we just pay a single gold for a carriage and the 2 beasts of burden.
You know what I think?
And we end
You
up
can
in a
also do it like
castle.
this. We could just walk up to the stable, then look at them, and then
Oh wait, no, that man's deceased.
3 horse and cart.
Oh no. Ah.
I couldn't resist that joke.
Yeah.
All interaction checks are intimidation.
I mean, I am proficient.
Intimidate.
I feel like intimidation is underused a lot of the time.
Yeah, I mean, intimidation is more meant for like, yeah, interrogation essentially.
Not really.
Interrogation or
I think like intimidation is a very good way to, like, when you read in stories, characters have like a lot of presence.
Yeah.
you can intimidate someone, but intimidation can easily backfire than persuasion.
Yeah.
Because intimidation
is usually when you yourself have the advantage.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to impose an advantage, but intimidation can also backfire into fear, like I won't sell you anything because
Yeah.
I don't because I think you'll burn down everything. That's called an intimidation backfire.
Yeah.
But still, like, you can use intimidation in like political situations
Of course.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you yourself have like a
This is so fucking bothersome,
Sort of
believe you
advantage.
me. Okay, so
Okay.
if I remember correctly, you asked where you can get a mount or a wagon.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
He kind of scratches his beard a bit. And then who's the tallest among you?
Me.
That's
I
Lank.
am.
Like,
I am almost 2 meters tall,
Okay,
6'5".
okay, so the person looks
that's more than
the person looks up the dwarf into the foundations and then pokes you with a staff length. Grab a chair. By the very center there is a blue jay that is a bit opaque. Grab it.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of get a simple, a chair, get up, and then you can reach it, and you see this blue jay is asleep by basically the center pillar made of roots, just kind of leaning in close. And then I assume question is, are you gonna snag it or?
Yeah, I'm gonna carefully grab the blue jay because I assume that it's probably a person.
Yeah. You snatch it, and all of a sudden you see the sleeping all of a sudden just opens up, looks at you, and starts to, flutter. And then just flutters in your hand as you are ordered to put the bird by the counter.
Yep,
So
he
far,
puts it down on the counter. He
He
slams it down.
Jesus Christ.
What?
What?
We're serious?
What? No?
What?
No? Slam the bird.
Yeah, no, why would I be serious about that?
You slam the bird, fucking destroying it.
Yeah.
Crunch.
Just knock it out of its shape change. It's wild change.
Rude. That'd be
Yeah,
extremely rude, please.
And only for damage.
Oh god. So, as it just you grab it and put it down. From it manifests Kenku.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Just plops. Give me a second. And you see this Kenku has a few interesting different aspects compared to your one. It has a lot of jewelry and a lot of fine how do you even describe this? A lot of fine opulent aspects of him. You see he has this black silk robe with golden threads. He has what seems to be a very nice silver mirror. Has a bunch of fucking jewels on his person. Give me a second. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah, give me a
I
second.
know where this is going. This is a Kenku who collects shinies.
Give me a second.
That is level 50 screen.
But it's like the fucking
You know, like I like to trade
Level-
your screen for my screen.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
Level 1
Trade-
grunt, level 50
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah.
Trade off with each body.
So
Oh!
yeah.
Yeah.
As all of a sudden it looks at all of you, basically standing above you, looking down at you as it's on the counter. My, how rude it is to awaken someone who are asleep. Kind of
Wait, do they talk mimicry or just normal?
normal.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they're an uncursed Kenku.
Hey!
It looks at Tick. What is this disturbance? And the Tick just kind of points at you, Link, and the Kenku's eyes immediately just like twist towards yours.
Eric steps behind Link.
Apologies. We're looking for beasts of burden for a living wood carriage, and Tick here told me to bring you down.
Very good, very good. How much gold you have? Silver, platinum, gems, trinkets. I'll take it all, as long as it's worth a lot.
Wait, you accept gold?
Yes. It looks at.
Aren't you a druid?
Yes, of course.
He just rolls their eyes under their cloaks like.
Link just kind of looks over his shoulder at Ares with a raised brow, like, is this normal?
Yes. Shakes his head, and like rolls his shoulders, doesn't really know.
You look at Rob.
Tick just kind of gives like a loud cough, like to get attention from everyone, and looks at the very flamboyant Kenku and says, "This is Jeremiah. He's not from here. He obtained the art of Druidism way after he obtained the need for opulent and the brilliant metals of the world."
Well, if it's gold, then I do have some, and he takes out like a pouch and kind of just shakes it a little.
It all of a sudden cocks at the bag and just kind of leans its head back to its initial position. With that much gold, I can offer you a fine set of rabbits.
Rabbits?
Yes! Fit to carry a massive carriage of a pumpkin.
I knew it.
Spree, you have an insight of 13 or above, right?
What?
No,
passive passive
passive.
insight 14, yeah.
14. You know that this Kenku is taking the piss out of the gold amount that you offer.
I'm gonna send like a message just because this is gonna get up. Like, so Scree looks at Lank and then sends them the message.
He isn't taking you seriously.
He thinks for a moment and then, well, how about he Holding the pouch with one hand, he reaches into his pack and he will actually bring out the 3 copper bracers that he got from the storm elementals.
Ooh.
Oh,
He all of a
yeah,
sudden,
forgot about those.
he all of a sudden eyes them for a bit. Extends one of its talony fingers, and kind of grabs one of them off you and just kind of twirls in his hand, looking at them. Interesting, interesting indeed. That's something more capable. I see. I see. How many of those you possess?
I got 3, and my companion has 1, but I'm not sure if they're willing to part with it.
He kind of measures his head to the left and to the right, looking at the ring as it twirls in front of him. What kind of climate will you traverse? Somewhere local or somewhere across the world? For the deserts of Kafar, or maybe for the plains of Kermuga?
Local for now. We're planning on heading south from here, and well, mainly in the forests.
We're planning to visit Tat.
He seems to be mesmerized by the circle as it kind of keeps its eyes locked into it and just kind of twitching its head to kind of correct itself, looking at it. I see. The local fauna is very tame, massive roads. I assume we will not going any off-roading with the car because that would be kind of stupid, and I assume you have quite a bit of brains between the 3 of you.
There's not
A decent amount. Well, that's one question I do have, because before heading south, we're planning on stopping by Avant, but on any map that we haven't seen any roads leading there.
Avant, you say? That is not my expertise. I do not travel on the roads that are not been made. That is, as the locals would say, entirely your problem. Tick looks kind of almost like disrespected a bit. The clank. True, Avon does not have one of the major roads, but there's plenty of tiny roads that are good enough for the amount that you're gonna go with. But some people tend to get lost, so bring supplies.
Yeah, of course, of course.
As the Kenku's kind of staying in silent, and he kind of murmurs something silently. If you want to hear what he probably murmurs, roll me a perception check. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, let's try it.
I perceive. Let's see if I do it correctly.
Woohoo! Above average. Oh god.
Ares, you can probably save this. No,
Not
for all of
really.
you, it's just a murmur. And it murmurs for a good half a minute, and Tig gets very bored, and from his staff, he kind of snatches one of the mushrooms that have been, like, fully dried out, eats one, and then looks at all of you, and just gives one. One? The humble innkeeper dwarf offers you a mushroom. Will you accept?
Of course. Obviously. All the time.
Screen declines because they just ate an apple an hour ago.
Fair. Oh, yeah. It takes a good 2 minutes as the Kenku's kind of mesmerized by the thing and then stops, grabbing the circlet and looks at all of you.
Oh, will I not get the mushroom?
Oh, you will also get the mushroom, don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, those who want, they get a mushroom, and there's no...
Is it a mushroom that is intended to eat?
It is, as you see the dwarf immediately, as he offered you again, he grabs another one of these and just kind of eats it immediately.
Yeah, I will also do that then.
It's
Breakfast.
it's kind of bland, bit sour, but nothing poisonous, and it's kind of filling. As the Kenku finishes and snatches the ring, he just looks at all of you. So, you said you have 4. I'll accept 4, and 42 gold pieces. For it, you will acquire a steed that will be capable of traversing these roads with ease, minimal maintenance. It looks at you, Ares. I see those horns. You're on a half-breed. Half beast, half man. I suppose you possess some druidic potential, yes?
I'm a druid.
Do you know the spell of the good berries?
Of course, I know it.
And it looks at you, Lank. That means feeding will not be an issue, and it will serve you well.
Yeah. So we heard.
Says four rings and 42 gold pieces, and you can acquire the steed from me.
42. Yeah. That sounds like a fair trade. It's it's definitely better than what they otherwise would have to pay. So yeah, he's going to take out 42 gold pieces.
And you have to convince Screw to hand over his.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Scree, would you be fine with parting with that?
Scree pulls out the copper bracelet. What was bracer, right? Bracelet or bracer?
Big ring, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, ring. It's a bracelet, I think.
Yeah, it's a very big bracelet. It's like you could fit your head through it.
I want to take a good look at it before I give it away.
You look at it. It's very incredibly smooth. It doesn't seem to like break if you bend it, and doesn't have any incantation or runes or anything written on it.
Oh, Ares will like search his bag a bit and pull up the 3. What was it? Let's see. The carvings that he has.
Mm-hmm.
The sculptures.
Oh yeah. He also has one.
And then he will show. Would you accept this instead of one of the rings?
No, Scree just hands the ring over because. Nah.
The Kenku looks at it. Masterfully crafted, but nothing I haven't seen before. Sadly, I must decline. Looks at you, Scree. Grabs a ring. Thank you. Grabs all 3 from you, Link. Says thank you again. And then waits for the 42 gold pieces.
Yeah, he puts them out, counts them on the counter, and 42.
Even though you count it, he immediately, as he gets the pile, he starts to like, with his fingers, just goes coin by coin very fastly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and good 7 seconds later, all 42 coins disappear as he proclaims 42. Looks at all of you. Very well. Deal has been set. You shall have your mount. Now just provide me with a carriage, and I shall summon what you seek. Nevertheless, I shall go and sleep. I shall be here for about 2 days. If you cannot find me, travel east for about 2 months and you will find me. But besides that, it was a pleasant time doing business with you. As it kind of manifests back into a bird and just flies up back from where you picked it up. Tick kind of looks at you all and says, well, you got 2 days to give this man a cart so you can get your transport. Otherwise, you're probably not going to see him for several months. Nowhere near.
Oh, then. Sorry, Ares. It seems like we have a time constraint all of a sudden, so we might want to take care of that before we go exploring.
Oh.
Okay. So I'll
Don't
give
worry,
you.
as soon as we finish up, we can stay for a few more days.
The tick just kind of, almost like kind of looks at you, Ares, kind of sadly. Oh my fucking god! I got another phone call. Give me a second.
Bye bye.
He's like,
I swear to fucking Christ, I'm going to murder you.
Yeah, yeah.
Ares walks to Scree, like, you can have one of these and hands over one of the sculptures. Yes.
Raxus is not here, so DM
Yep.
doesn't know. DM doesn't know.
Yeah, we have meta knowledge of you having a wooden sculpture. Haha.
I don't think it's important enough. That's why I did it.
Yeah.
Do you accept it?
I don't know which one it is. 'Cause I also have a
Uh,
wooden figurine.
There are. I have 2 wooden figurines of golden rams. In different poses.
Okay, so you have ram figurines.
Okay, let it be known. That's why I do most of the games later in the evening, so nobody fucking interacts
Yeah.
with me. But the tick, the dwarf looks at you, Ares, kind of sadly, kind of with this understanding, and just gives a hand over your shoulder and says, "You know, there's a lot you can still explore. I mean, you gotta go quite a bit north to go get yourself some." And then he scratches his beard a bit. Ah, yeah. So, try to find yourself a druid by the port. There's plenty of them, bored out of their mind and excitement. Try to convince one of them to make you a cart or a carriage, whatever the price. And then, of course, bring him here so he can make it. And then, of course, Jeremy might give you the mount. Otherwise, if he makes a cart at the coast, at the port, that is several hours to here, it's gonna be a very big hassle to get the cart here.
I didn't really think
Yeah.
of that.
Well, time is still young today. You can head off.
Yep. I think Lake and I know what we're gonna do first. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I
have to
mean,
find
be
a magic sword that deals with metals.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair though, first we need to do the cart because that is an actual time constraint.
You can go on their way. I think there's like should be things on the way.
Yeah, of course.
to-
So just
To
keep
the,
an eye out.
the fort, he said.
So we need to find the Empire markets.
Yeah.
'Cause that's probably where we find what we need to. Because I think most people look at it like, this is metal. I don't do metal.
So, I assume you're going to head north towards the ports.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Perception and a D10 from one of you.
I think
Aris,
it is,
it's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah, perception is my really bad stat.
It's your dumb stat.
9
Yeah,
again.
it's not even a dumb stat. I just always roll trash with my
Okay,
perception.
9.
We are
Okay.
just really unperceptive today.
Okay,
I think
so
it's because we're just confused.
yeah, there is a reason why you're fucking confused. This place is
Yeah.
fucking massive, and the problem is there's almost everything except for the roads that you travel is basically almost the same color. It's green and mossy. There's people everywhere. It's so easy to get lost. As you traverse what you assume is north, you know.
Oh, no. If you say it was north, that's already a bad sign.
Yeah. It takes you a good hour until one of you notice that, wait a minute. The sun goes to the west as it sets. But why is it going to the east? And then you're like, oh.
How the fuck are we headed south?
It's big, it's bustling, you fucking it's busy. But yeah, besides that, roll me another D10, if you will.
My turn.
Lang's turn.
Damn.
10.
Damn.
10, 9, 9, 10. Nice,
I
nice.
guess you could say we're now paying attention.
Oh damn!
Okay. Surprisingly enough, as you correct your course to north, you kind of feel energized. Everybody roll me Arcana or Religion check. You feel your blood is pumping, your heartbeat is racing, but not like painful, more like this genuine excitement out of nowhere.
19. Nature. And mine's Arcana.
Hey!
So I did an Arcana, by the way. So
I did Arcana as well, and
Ooh.
mine.
For me, it's the same. So I did
Okay.
Nature.
So you hear music, this faintest of musics that basically makes you go fast. Scree, you don't know why, but you heard about this. You think you're under effects of a spell by the name of haste.
oh, haste boost.
Yeah, as you're very fast, no sensation of exhaustion, just going. And Ares, as you kind of get this excitement and you kind of try to figure out where this excitement is coming from, somewhere within your mind, somewhere in your presence, you feel something beneath the roots is singing. The banging of the drums, the flare of the strings on the lutes. Somewhere out there is performing so well that you can feel its immediate effects. As you seem to be the only ones who are affected in, like, the three of you compared to the rest of the people. You make, as you would thought, like, an hour path. Like, you thought that it's gonna take several hours, even because you went south instead of north, but in an hour and a half, you see in the north the first spot of the endless ocean. The blue, as far as I can see. And another 20 minutes pass, and you start to see the ports, massive ships made of, like normal wood, linen sails. You start to see ports that are, well, some made of wood, as all other of Cradle Rocks. Some are made of stone, and you actually see by the port there are stone, like buildings. So technically, about 2 hours after making it the wrong way, you make it to the ports where it's extremely open. Like, as in, there is from the actual, like, walkways to ships to, like, the streets, there is this 200 feet of just barren area of either wood or stone with several massive buildings. It's very large, it's very open, and it's kind of even creepy because there's not a lot of people.
How far away is the ocean right now from us?
From your perspective, the ocean, the first ocean is maybe 230, 240 feet from where you stand. Basically,
Ares wants to run to the ocean.
Are we still under the effect of haste?
no.
No.
As soon as you
That's
enter
not
as soon as you enter the stone, all of a sudden the fast pace just disappears.
Okay. Since Ares starts running, Link is also going to start running at full speed, meaning he's also going to use his bonus action to dash as well as his action.
Okay. So question, are you just gonna try to go into just the water? Like, or are you gonna go on the
No,
pier?
I want to find. Is there somewhere where, like where I can reach the water?
Yeah, there is this like stone stairs that it leads to a few feet of beach, which above is of course a pier, but after the few feet there's just, you know, ocean. Just the smell of salt is intense.
By the way, Squee's not running after them. They're just walking slowly. Like, yeah, I'm not like it's the ocean.
As he reaches the shore, like he just stands there and looks out into the over the ocean.
Before, quick question: do I see any interesting shops?
Investigation. As for Ares and Link, you of course you can see you make it to the beach. It's just this yellowish sand, and there's just the smelly seawater foaming beneath the pier.
Ocean Link, look at this. Do you see it? The ocean.
Yeah. Have I ever seen the ocean?
Actually no.
Yeah, I thought as much. Yeah, it's massive.
Like it's blue all the way to the sky.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Aris reaches down like cups, like a handful of water, like takes one sip of water and spits it out.
Yeah,
Good job.
I've heard that the water is supposed to be salt. Yeah.
It really is salty.
Oh, man.
Why is the water salty?
Who knows? Maybe some god or some such just messed up and dropped a bunch of salt into it when cooking or something.
Or they cried a river.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of mythology of why oceans are salty?
Roll me a history, religion, nature, or survival.
Can I
will
also
roll
take
a-
part in that?
Sure.
I'll roll a
Okay.
survival then, because that's the only thing that
I'm gonna
have a
roll
bonus
history.
skill.
20 for history. Total of 20.
Survival. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's 4.
And screw you, roll a 12, right? Okay,
I think
Ares.
that was for something else.
I think that's for his finding.
Yeah, finding, yeah. So, well, Ares, you're like, it's salty because, salt.
That's salty. It's,
Yeah, for the sake of salt. Link. You're getting one of those, like, this is a trivia piece I'll know for, like, years until one day it's gonna be relevant. You remember back in Torva, in one of the books that you just had, or just, you know, got to read to pass the time as stuff was happening in the background, it was a theoretical scientific piece. You don't remember the name or anything, but just remember that one of the main theories why seawater is salty is because there are massive underground volcanoes that erupt, and since most of anything that comes from volcanoes is bitter and salty, that is probably one of the main reasons why the ocean is so salty. That's literally like, you just get this like, oh.
Wait, I read about this once back when I was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably a bunch of volcanoes under the sea. That's the leading theory, at least back then. Who knows? Maybe they've updated that.
volcanoes? Aren't those the mountains filled with fire?
Yeah, apparently there are volcanoes underwater as well.
Ares tries to picture a volcano underwater, but fails and gets.
He looks for a volcano. roll me a
Yeah.
perception to see if you find a massive volcano by the port.
I shove my head underwater and look for a volcano.
Yeah, basically.
It burns. My eyes.
Like
Perception, yeah.
this, you find nothing except for several crustaceans that are making their way across the seafloor.
I don't see any volcanoes. Yes, dripping from his face. His hair is like wet streaks on his face and head right now.
Oh yeah, what time of the year is it, Araxis?
It's literally the middle of the summer. It's
Okay.
the start of summer, yeah.
Link is just thinking of something. And then he's just like, you know, since you already dipped your head, you might as well just take a full dip. And he's going to push Ares in.
Also, yeah, I think Ski should arrive by now, even because
yeah.
I didn't see any shops. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Well,
Is the
I was
water here
supposed to say, Scree, you don't see any shops. This is very bland. This 200 feet of just dead man's land, except for several what seems to be warehouses where there's quite a lot of people going in and out. Like when I talk massive, they're like 6-7 foot tall, several, and they're long. Like they're like 200 feet long, and maybe you don't know the width because you're just seeing them from the side.
They're just warehouses. Got it.
Well, they look from the distance. They're not close to you. They just...
Well, then I just joined the others on the page because no shop, no point.
He joins just as he sees Link push Ares in.
Is the water here shallow or deep? Because I'm not
it's shallow for a good 4 or 5 feet, and then you just drop.
I'm not gonna push him in the deep end.
Tight.
He basically has falls over, like water up to his knees.
The question: can you swim?
I assume no.
You're gonna
It's not in my
drown.
action list.
Like he can waddle a bit.
Okay, waddle. You know what? Roll me athletics check.
Oh no!
Athletics.
He's gonna drown the ladder. So, question, like, do you know how to swim?
I would say probably he would have like swam in nearby
Yeah.
rivers
So-
or some such tutorial.
So what it looks for you? It looks like a small toddler trying to swim, but the main thing is that you can see that it's his arms and like his he's like trying to swim, trying to like start to panic. You see his legs are like he's kneeling in the water. You can see his feet in the ground, but he's panicking.
Ares, stand up, Ares.
I need to roll a save for that. I feel like.
You know what? Roll me a wisdom save, because you're like fight or flight, but everybody else is like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, good.
You're like panicking, Ares, and then like says, hey, just stand up. And you stand up, and you're like, huh. You're nearly drowning like 3 feet of water.
that wasn't very nice. And then he just calms himself down and just splashes as much water as he can on the shore. Like, he grabs both his hands and water just sploosh.
Yeah, Link isn't even going to dodge. He's just going to take it.
Like a man.
Like a man.
Look at man.
And then he is going to jump in himself and just do as big of a splash as possible.
with all the fucking clothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Screw, you just see two fucking idiots fucking jumping in with all their clothing just.
I roll my eyes.
I want to pull Scree in.
Oh Jesus!
No! Oh, no.
Oh god. I think Scree is like standing a bit away from us. That's not so shit.
Mind you, this is not like, you know, an open, nice beach. This is literally under the fucking port, like, you know, the.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Airport.
yay, swimming.
Okay. I'm obviously gonna avoid being pulled in.
Okay, roll me a strength versus strength saving throw. Let's see.
Wouldn't it be, since it's kind of like grappling, so like athletics versus athletics or acrobatics?
No. It's strength versus strength saving throw because it's not grappling. It's you
Okay.
trying.
I'm fucked.
Yes.
I'm gonna let Lang roll first to see what I have to beat.
16.
I need to roll 17 or higher.
I
Jesus.
bless you. Oh, no.
Jesus Christ! You're like, Screw, you just look at them like, a bunch of fucking idiots, and then you just see Lang's hand just fucking grab you by the throat and pull you in. And all of you are a bunch of fucking idiots in the salted water.
Oh yeah.
Great, now.
We have to
So
continue to do
now
it
my
after
rope
this.
is soaked. Great.
Yeah.
Treat the all wet, and you can hear the noises made from the throat, and it's just all kinds of noises.
How tall is Scree? Does Scree float in the water?
Is Scree a duck?
5.1 feet.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
there we go. Maybe now you'll smell a bit better.
Scree just glares and gets out of the water. I got several questions. First off, is the hood still secured because I got pulled in?
I would say yes, but it's fucking. There's sand, there's fucking seawater, you're fucking wet.
Now, I'm not talking about the rope. I'm talking if the hood is still
It's still
the
up.
rope is still on. Okay, still up. Okay. And secondly, even though the rope is soaked, normally it's a little bit loose. So is it more clinging to the body?
It is more. It's very clean to the bone.
Okay, you know where this is going then. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you can pretty much see how you pretty much the party is now getting a bit of the image of how Scree looks under the robe, as in body shape wise.
Okay.
Do with that what you want.
How-
See, they're
how-
pissed. They're pissed.
Yeah, what is their body shape though?
Like
I'm gonna let that's for the DM to decide, not me. If they say.
the body shape is like the. Like
Well, let's just
say.
say, Scree looks like a fucking scarecrow at the moment. Because
Yeah.
the fucking the cloak was too big for him, so now it's all droopy.
All right, let's go up. Let's get up.
As you walk up before Ares, he splashes a bit of water, like another blast of water up your back.
Jesus
Or behind you.
Christ.
Yeah, this is when. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Like, giggling.
Ah, I wish this world has TB. I mean, it does, but I wish it wasn't
That's what?
TPK.
No, TB.
All of us grounds, but some because we're tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now we're soaked. Shit.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Oh, and
This is-
also he like holds out his hand and like a ball of like white flame appears in his hand, and then he uses like a hair dryer to slowly dry off
Oh boy.
himself first.
You can see how Lenk immediately kind of just twitches at the appearance of the flame and takes a step back.
He's already going up the stairs. They don't care. They're like, right, dirty.
Oh. It's just.
Oh.
That like Aris doesn't manage to make himself too dry because he's wearing a large robe and fur,
Yeah.
which it's soaked. So he like mostly dries off his hair, like makes it robe semi-dry, and then goes on to trying to dry off Link as to, like he like pulls the fire closer to you.
I immediately like keep stepping back as you keep getting closer, and you're just like, no, I'm fine. Thank you. I'm fine. I'm fine.
You want to get dry?
I'm good. It'll dry off as we get a move on.
Okay then. Then he closes his fist and the flame disappears. Like his hair is super sticky right now. Like
Yeah.
Oh.
Covered in salt.
Oh.
it looks like colorful seaweed right now.
Listen, all I'm just saying, it makes my fucking skin curl thinking about just you jumping into just this water. Oh boy.
Are people looking at us?
Those who see you look at you. Don't question you. Just stare at you like a bunch of fucking idiots.
Can I have a
He's
stay
going-
in New York?
But yeah. Either way, back up the stairs. Screech just wringing out their sleeves and whatever they can to get most of the water out. But
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
Lenk
me.
is probably going to momentarily take off his cloak as well and just wring it out.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
The fun thing is that we have all of our equipment with us, so like most of that got soaked as well.
Yeah, it
Like,
did.
my-
It did.
corrosion.
Like my extra clothes in my back.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. Now I'm gonna question: is that pretty much? I think most of our rations are not bad.
Nah, it's fine.
It's fine. It's gonna be
Can
just
we
a bit.
check-
It's gonna
Can
be
we
just.
check up how well our rations have survived that adventure?
It's moisty. It smells of salt.
Extra salt. Let's go.
Dried fruits and salty.
Yeah. The sweet and the sour, salty.
Jesus Christ.
Luckily, none of us are like scholars and have like spell books.
Yeah.
Well. Kidding.
Yeah, let's I guess we're searching for druids now, huh?
Want to go to dry up first?
Okay.
Being dry is so weird.
just roll me a perception check.
Yeah.
Because
Is it warm? Is it warm enough? Is it...
it is warm enough. It is. It's fucking summer, but still. Oh, the fucking feeling. Oh. I want to think about it.
3 sardines walking up from the beach.
Jesus fucking Christ, dudes. Ugh.
Oh.
Wait, Scree also rolled shit. Wait, no,
What?
Scree, you're gonna perception.
The Scree hasn't rolled yet.
No, Scree's not. It's not. What do I have to perceive? Like,
Finding Druid.
no, Scree is not. Is too pissed off to look for a druid right now.
Oh
They just
my.
did.
Fair.
Fucking good. Well.
They're like, you guys gonna do everything. I'm gonna dry here a bit.
Oh.
Scree's just going to hear in their head, hey, are you really that mad?
The response.
That sounds
the only-
positively horrifying. Thank you.
They're not happy being soaked.
They're a bird. Do you know how annoying it is for a bird to get soaked?
No, he doesn't.
Well, now that. Oh yeah, Scree's in a very bad mood now.
Oh.
Okay. So. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Give me a second. Oh. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-dum.
Oh no, the evil laughter. They're plotting something.
Not,
Luckily, I don't try
not,
any
not,
metal in my-
not plotting anything. Mm.
He didn't see that. They stopped it yet. So.
Shut up! Shut up! Hi. Hi. Give me a second. So, well, seeing you all, kind of soaked and like looking around, but like kind of fixated on your clothes and just schlump, schlump, schlump every fucking step you take. Fuck me.
Yeah,
They're just a tabaxi approaches you. A slim female, maybe in her 20s at the very tops, has absolutely nothing on her except for what seems to be a simple linen robe. That is dark green. And she kind of observes all of you, kind of eyeing all of you fucking wet. It kind of gives like a circle around as she walks, seeing that you're all fucking wet. Then looks at you, Aries, and says, "Why did you fall into the water?"
He pushed me.
I push him.
The tabaxi looks at you like,
Scree's just.
"Why did you push
And
him into
Scree's
the
just giving a
water?"
death glare to Glenk.
I also pulled them in.
Scream, the tabaxi looks at you and asks, "Why have you been pulled into this?"
Scree's just sighing. And then looks at Lang. Points at them. Adventurers.
She kind of
Hopefully that makes
She
a
kind of
point.
giggles for a bit, looks at all of you. "Oh, sillies. There's nothing to be adventuring here by the coast."
Oh, well, we've never really seen the sea before, so yeah.
That was fun.
Then she kind of looks at the sea for a bit, looks back at you. "Weird. I live by the sea every single day." Huh.
Yeah. Well, I'm from inland.
Ireland.
I'm from Ireland.
Here's a pie bomb.
I am part of the IRA.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I know.
No, that was horrible.
Well, yeah, the
So-
tabaxi stares at you, just kind of confused that
Yeah.
So, who are you?
I am.
I am. Interesting.
No, I am. As in, I am, or that means I am.
think, therefore you are.
Yes?
Yeah.
Hello, I am. My name is Eris.
Ares. I see. I
Like,
think. Uh huh. Looks at you, Scree. And what are you?
Scree!
Ah, okay. Um. He kind of stares at you, kind of confused a bit. Why are you here?
Looking for a druid.
Eyes immediately spark up as she kind of puts her hands on her chest, takes a deep bow. I'm a druid. Yes.
oh,
Nice. We wanted to have someone make a living cart for us. That's why we're here.
Oh. Are you gonna give me free stuff for it?
Sure.
What did you say, Ares?
Sure.
She all of a sudden started jumping and clapping excitedly. Yes! Stalled two-way by the port. Maybe somebody will come and ask for stuff that I can make. Oh, so great.
well, yeah, I guess we need to look through what we have at the moment. Let's see here. Opening up his backpack, pouring out the water. There it is. And he's going to just sift through what he has, and he doesn't have anything really interesting, but he does pull out the wooden mountain lion that he bought from the traveling the travelers.
Yeah. Ares has the two golden rams. He also has like a wooden knife, an enchanted wooden knife.
She looks excitedly at all of your presentations. It looks at you. Why are you showing me this?
Yeah.
Well, we're giving you stuff and.
Oh no! I want to get wasted. I want the alcohol.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
yeah, that's so. It really is that simple. Huh?
If you can
Oh.
buy me something I want, I'll do something you want.
Yeah. Okay. Any preferences?
And as you say that line, she grabs you by the hand, like very soft palms hit you, and then just a set of fucking nails jet into your skin. As all of a sudden she pulls you.
Ow! 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 Ow.
And now you're getting, now you're gonna get pulled by the backseat. Lang and the rest, are you gonna? Oh, I mean, Link, you're kind of be following. How about her?
Ares is kind of half skipping next to him.
I can. Ares, pick up our stuff. Ares, our stuff. Don't forget our stuff.
He runs back to grab our stuff.
I shit you not. As there's this nice little scene where this very gentle tabaxi's like swaying one side to another, you know, holding you, Lang, while your hand is bleeding because there's just several fucking.
Screech falls, but they're snickering and it goes.
They hear in their head, "That's a weird ass laugh. I approve."
Well,
Uh,
takes you takes you several minutes as this tabaxi is bringing to one of these warehouses that you saw Scree. And she kind of goes to one of the entrances and opens it up. Well, first thing is, it's not a fucking warehouse. Give me a second.
Look what the
it is
cat
in
dragged
fact
in.
it It is in fact a warehouse.
Oh no!
Oh no! Give me a second. I need to find if I can find something very cool with this. Oh boy. Well, you open the door's open. We're already open. You just kind of pull in. Like what you basically see is 6 floors of a marketplace. Two floors that is beneath your current floor and 4 above. And you can see several hundred people. From human to Loxodon, from Kenkus to Fire ASMR. Not ASMR, Janasi. Shut it. And you see that they're selling all kinds of goods, like any kinds of goods. And before we get to like soak this atmosphere in, immediately your hand is in pain and it begins to get dragged again.
Oh god. Oh god. Inca, please, Inca, save me. Yeah, no, he's just saying "ow" as he walks along.
Yeah.
He follows and still laughing.
But yeah, you go to the lower part of this market, and it's about 200 feet long and about 100 feet wide on all floors, as much as you can see above you. But as you go below you, you see that these are common goods like cloth, meats, foods, and in the first floor below you, she immediately almost pulls you immediately to just a sudden right, as all of a sudden she lets go and stops and she claps her hands and says, "We are here." And you look up in front of you, Link, and you see, give me a second, Jesus Christ. Well, first of all, you see a marketplace, a lot of marketplaces, but at the one that you're specifically been delivered to, you see that there is a tabaxi behind the counter, well dressed in these bright green robes befitting of a merchant, a handful of leather bags, pouches, a lot of coin can be heard in one of those pouches. It seems to be a wine stall, as you see many bottles of red, white, and other colors of wine.
Also, since I've actually, she's actively been digging in her claws, and they're probably pretty big, would I have taken any damage since I've also been, bleeding?
Give me a second. You know what? I'll say 8 points of damage. Fuck it.
8 points? Jesus Christ, I'm thinking 1 or 2, but
No,
okay.
because
Piercing damage. It's piercing damage as well, because they pierced the skin.
yeah, also,
I know!
Also, the reason why is because it wasn't like, oh, he just, touched you. No, it was a prolonged thing. It's like,
Yeah.
you look at her hand and you see that there's several holes in it.
These are gonna leave a bunch of scars.
Yeah.
Do Aris perceive the wounds?
I don't know.
Probably he's just looking at his hand right now and actively looking at the bleeding holes.
Then I cast Stone of Truth. That's kidding.
Stone of Truth!
Healing Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds. Sure.
As I guess you all approach the stall of this wine merchant, the tabaxi looks at all of you. It says, "How can I help you?" Like this in very gritty monotone voice. And the tabaxi that you're with all of a sudden grabs one of these wooden oaken kegs, grabs it and holds it tight and looks at you like, "This is mine now."
How much for that keg?
The Tabaxi looks a bit confused. Wait, did I say Tiefling Tabaxi this time? I fucking forgot.
You said tabaxi.
Yeah, Tabaxi, yeah. The Tabaxi looks a bit confused. Seeing the barrel. 26 gold pieces! Kind of exclaims loudly. And the keg is not like very big. It's like the size of a watermelon.
Yeah, I mean it's still like proper wine, and since it's her favorite probably, then it would make sense if it's worth it.
You're not even gonna ask. You're just like I assume. Anyway.
So it's like a rundlet.
Anyway, yeah, 26 gold pieces. So you gonna pay?
Can you do 23?
23. Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm just...
Or Hogshead.
Yeah. Let's see here. I think it's just a plus. Okay. Yep. What's 2? 20.
Ooh. A bit like a pause before the tobacco says, "Fine, I'll do it for 23."
Thanks. And then I pull out my coins and give him 23, showing that that's exactly half of what I have. So now I have 23 gold.
The backseat says, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," the one that you have, and starts to walk away from the group.
Whoa. And he just grabs her by the shoulder. Now, you're gonna make us that carriage.
Please. Like, it's like elbows.
She looks at you. She looks at you, Lank, and says, "What carriage?"
The living carriage. Please.
Oh, the living carriage.
Yeah, you know, the deal we had.
Roll me an insight check.
I will do so as
2.
well.
Not very. I'll roll inside as well. Because this is our money.
I mean, technically it's my money, but yeah.
My mama does a cat on this right now. Inside. Kitty, stop pushing. Thank you.
Wait, did you use my money to buy me these sculptures? That's capitalism.
Capitalism.
I mean, technically it's my money because you don't accept money.
Okay, Scree. As you heard, like, you know, the backs are kind of getting confused. For first you thought, you know, she just fucking scammed you all, but then you realize, oh no, she's just forgetful. Like, she genuinely forgot. And she kind of looks at you like kind of confused. Oh, yeah. Oh. She looks around. Looks at the keg. Yeah. Okay. Where do you want your carriage? Or a wagon? I can do on the wagon, sorry.
Yeah, well, wagon is fine. We're staying at the Whispering Bird. Why don't we head over there right now?
Sure. Lank, but the Vexa gets very close. Leans in closer to you, looks at you, and gives these very interesting, seductive eyes, and whispers into your ear, "Can you carry me?"
I mean, she doesn't look like she's too heavy since she was pretty slim.
Oh yeah, she is slim.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, sure. It's better. He's thinking that, yeah, no, it's probably better to just carry her because that way there is no way for him to lose her.
Yeah. So he,
And who's carrying
So
the
he
keg?
She is. I'm just, yeah, he bends down and sweeps her off her feet. He is carrying her.
she's listen,
Robots.
I'm just saying, you have carried bigger humanoids before. Maybe
Yeah.
twice your size, not size, but twice the weight that you're carrying now. But this is trivial for you. As here's the thing, I see you start to make your way towards the whispering bird.
Yeah.
So, as she, you travel back, she kind of opens the cast in your fucking, just as you're carrying her, and takes a small little cup and starts drinking. As you're traveling together, all three of you, down back south, you're accompanied by a tabaxi in Lang's embrace who's getting wasted.
Sorry.
Wasted.
Oh god. Oh man.
Roll me a d10, everybody.
Everybody.
Anybody.
Anybody.
Scurry's
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, it's my turn.
Now you roll on a 1 and we get into a fight.
8.
8. Well, it's about like 4-ish p.m. at this moment, and the next 2 hours is like Lank.
That is me.
Lank.
Yeah.
Insight check. Aries and Scree perception check.
12 insight.
Oh my god, no, Aries. Oh. So, you easily make your way back south. It's 2 hours. It's just walking, pretty simple. You basically realize, all of you, that the tabaxi that you're carrying finished her cast of wine about an hour or so into your journey. Gree, you see that this, tabaxi's, just kind of very tame, and she kind of dropped the keg. Well, technically, Aries, you also would see this. Like, dropped an empty keg just because she was just done with it. So I don't know if you want to pick it up or not.
Ash can pick it up. No littering.
No littering.
Aries! Aries. So, the first hour, pretty good. Everything quiet without any incident. Then you hear this soft purring. As if like, intent, like if it was like in a quiet room, you would know that it's a cat, but it's quite loud in the middle of the city, and you look at the source and you realize it's the tabaxi that Blank is carrying. Now, as innocent as you are, you've seen the tabaxis look like this before looking at Link. You've seen newlyweds look at each other the same way. As for Lang,
Ash thinks to himself, "It's mad."
as for Lang,
I should probably
it
guess.
was pretty. The first hour was pretty celebratory by the backseat drinking, and then there was this calm pause as the keg was basically thrown away, and a few minutes passed, and then you hear the rumbling from her, and the soft purring. You feel the tail twist from side to side and then twirl around you a bit. and you just see her gaze starts looking at you, and it's a staring competition, and you don't like the outcome, or maybe you do. I don't know. Are you a furry? It's like a furry.
Yeah,
I,
no,
Hey,
Well, this is a
He's-
fancy word.
you know what I
so-
say?
huh?
I can see the future.
Oh boy.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, that's the joke I was gonna make.
Oh my fucking god! But yeah. 2 hours pass, and you make your way back to the whispering bird. You make your back to the same familiar well, how to say this, interior. Nobody has changed. The pigeon is now the pigeon, no longer the druid that you met by the name of Tick. And the tabaxi just kind of like blank. She doesn't want to let go.
Hey. Hey. I kind of need to put you down.
But you're so warm.
Yeah, well, you know, the floor is quite warm here as well, you know.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the most comfortable floor I've ever been on.
Okay.
Just like pulls out a bread roll or like
Okay,
unpacks
okay.
our packings. Like
Okay, then
bread
put
rolls,
me
bread rolls.
on it, but also put yourself next to me. It's gonna be even warmer then.
Okay, sure.
She seems to be very flirty, like drunkenly, and as soon as you put on the fucking floor, all of a sudden you see her eyes just kind of close a bit, and she just starts to sleep.
Well, guys, I guess we're doing this tomorrow. At this point, it should be in the evening, right?
Yeah, it's about 6-ish p.m.
Yeah.
I'll go find us something to eat.
Thanks, appreciate it. And
Steps
yeah.
out. Oh wait, can I just ask the Tick? Is he here?
Pigeon.
Was he a
The
pigeon?
pigeon, yeah.
Yeah, we saw it when he came in.
Tick, do you have food?
The pigeon manifests back to, of course, your favorite druid by the name of Tick, and says, I can, and then snatches from his staff a handful of mushrooms and a few small dried up fish and places them on the counter. There you go. Fix you right up.
Thank you very much. And I text him.
And by the way, Tick,
Huh?
in the morning, if she, this woman tries to get out, could you remind her that she is supposed to make us a cart?
He kind of looks at the tabax. He looks back at you. I think I'm gonna be the first ones to wake up, not her. Also, tabaxi,
Probably,
bold choice.
What's that?
Have you never met a tabaxi who's drunk?
Not really, no.
He takes a sigh. He takes a
He's laughing
sigh.
again.
He takes a sigh. Oh, you truly are innocent, aren't you? A bunch of
Debatable,
greenhorns.
but
Uh.
I don't have much life experience, no.
Let's just say this. In the Tick leans in closer to you, kind of hushed tone. She will want something, and it's not love. Leans back.
Well, no, she wanted alcohol. and we got her alcohol, and now she's making us cards.
He looks at you and does believe and shakes his head. Younglings. Younglings. So I assume you're gonna take a long rest?
Yeah, I
Before
suppose
that,
so.
before that, Screen needs to find a private spot to wring out their robe.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh yeah, I was.
We have walked for hours now, so
Yeah.
I think they're
It's
mostly dry.
it's dry, but it's the dried of yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit. I think.
Also,
bit
it's
smelly.
not sticky. It's actually like you see that there's like white
Oh, yeah.
on the robes because of the salt.
Yeah.
Link is
Also,
probably going
If
to
you had
try
metal,
to.
if you had metal equipment, you should probably check the overdose quickly.
Yeah, I was gonna say that before he takes a long rest, he is going to just look over his pack and clean everything up as best he can.
Because
Still
yeah,
having
it's
pack
been
one
it's been
point.
3 hours, so I think we're gonna call it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I also want to say that since he is cleaning everything up, and he is like probably not properly washing his clothes, but washing them off so they don't smell like salt, he'll be sleeping topless tonight.
Oh. How close to the tabaxi?
Well, next to her, holding her
Giggity.
hand to make sure that she doesn't just leave when she wakes up.
Oh,
Giggity.
oh God. Okay.
Areas will like turn into sheep in like.
On that note, but yeah, Scree's also gonna find a spot where there won't be the wash and just get the salt out of their feathers. Like,
There are feather baths, there are bird baths outside.
Okay.
he's too big.
Yeah. Okay. So is that everything before the long rest?
That's everything.
Okay. With that being said, we're done for the first session. Anything you wish to say before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors? Go. 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 Go.
Married in 5 episodes. This must be a record.
Playing-
Episodes. Yeah.
Like you're now in
No, no,
danger.
no.
You said you're gonna sleep next to the tabaxi. You're in danger.
I am in danger, but I don't know.
I'm in
that.
danger.